So now we're onto the brakes. What we got. So what I did is I just bolted them up to the axle, or just with 2 bolts to hold that. That bracket's on here, and from what I found out with the other side, and I'm assuming it's going to be the same with this side, is the gap here where the rotor is. To space it out, it needed 1 washer to move the whole bracket over just slightly so that it would clear. Other than that, everything was super easy. I had to take these washers and grind them down so they'll fit on the bracket. At first I thought I was going to need more than 1 per side, but it looks like I'm only going to need 1. So I'm going to put the bracket on and we'll see where we're at. So basically the pads here, you get comes with the hardware, obviously. These here, they just pop on the ends. You want like that little that facing the rotor. That would be like your squeaker. Now with the ends pushed on the end of the pad, you just have to put it in just like any other brakes. Last piece of hardware you got to put in is this piece on the caliper. It goes from underneath. You put the long end through this way and then pop this little ledge over the top. So here's with it installed. So like I said, you take it from the bottom, push the long end, this end through, and then you just down here push that up and just slide it over that ledge. So with this side on, that's all there is to it as far as bolting it on. The next step is going to be tying into the brake line here. I have the master cylinder screwed on there just for a plug so it doesn't leak brake fluid all over the floor. But there's a right and left caliper. Make sure, I've seen people do this before. If you don't, the bleeder will be on the bottom and you'll never get them bled right. Okay, the other part of this is the brake cables, the parking brake cables. So that's not too bad either. There's the new cable there. And they run right here. I did check, they do clear the tire. And I got that bracket right here. It just goes where the stock setup runs. Through there, and then up there above the drive shaft. Now, you can order the kit where you to get that cable that's coming through the floor with that long adjusting bolt, and you're supposed to, they say weld, or here we go, it goes through the old like pulley looking things there. So they have they have you weld the ratcheting mechanism in the stock handle. So what you can get is this here. That is a bracket that allows you to lock the parking brake handle in place, and then you can actually adjust your parking brake from up top, like down the road if you have to. So the other thing you need to do too that I forgot to mention was the you have to put a proportioning valve on here. So you can buy this plug. I don't know if I can. There's that. It goes down there in the front of the proportioning valve down there. You can't see it. It's behind that little reservoir. But anyway, you take the guts out of there, and then you install this. I got it from Ford Performance, whatever. There's an in and an out. So you just, there's a normal, like a union there. You just take that out and put this in its place. Right now I got it full out. I'm going to have to turn it in and adjust it, but you kind of got to drive it to do that. So that is with that. So for in here, the ratcheting mechanism right there. What they usually have you do in the, on the videos you'll watch, is they'll tell you to take that and the second notch up, weld it down there. I'm going to try having it right where it is. So that way, if you ever want to tighten it up and you don't want to take all the shit off the bottom, you just have to grab it here with a screwdriver, take the little lock piece out that I'm going to put in here, and you can give it a click or two and that'll tighten the cable without going underneath. So what's cool about this piece here, it's got the hole in here, it comes with a bolt. There's already a hole over here for this. So you basically just put it over the top, then put the one bolt in there. That will keep this from coming up, so it'll get out of wherever you have it adjusted. So once you take this off, you could essentially lift this up and change this position to tighter or looser on the cable. I mean, I don't know how much I'll have to mess with it, but I don't know if I can get any. It's kind of tight, so it's good where it's at. But so I just need to put this on, and that'll lock it in place for now. Also, you have to cut this protrudes over that, which will lift this up every time you put it down. So I already shaved it back. So let's put this on. Then there's a bolt hole right here. You just tighten it up. I think it's looks like you see it right there. It's like a 8mm. There you have it. Bolts installed. It just went right in. I didn't have to tap nothing or nothing like that. So that will hold it down so it won't change. So it's all one unit there. And that's it with that. So that's pretty much the completed thing right here. You have the brackets that you add right there. I got little spacers there spacing it out so that this bracket has got enough clearance from the rotor. They give you this little washer to center the rotor. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. It's just between me and work and everything, took a bit to get it done, but it's all done. The only thing I have to do is adjust that proportioning valve, which I can't really do till I drive it, and it's snow and ice outside. So I will get back to that, and I'll have an update on that probably, I don't know, it might be springtime, or it could be if this stuff melts out here. You know, they don't salt my street, so I might get to it before that. But until next time, that's all we got.